You said that like to just remind you about the Git session also, like all the
Correct.
controls of Git.
Yep. Uh, cool. Like let's start first with the Git operations. Then after that we can proceed with the exception handling. Okay.
Okay.
So basically, these Git is called as a version control basically.
Okay.
So first I will explain what is this Git in general. Then after that we'll go for the comments and all. Is my screen visible?
Yeah.
So basically, like for example, whenever you work with real-time projects, okay, let's say like either you are a front-end engineer. So basically, like whenever you map to any of the development roles, like either you will map to either front-end engineer or a back-end engineer. Okay. So usually
Okay.
what is the process is basically like in the real time, whenever you're working on any project, let's consider this our application or a project. So there will be different roles. First, we need to understand the roles. Okay. One of the roles is like business analyst. Okay. Then after like architects, then leads, then developers. Okay.
Yeah.
So what does this business analyst usually do is, for example, if they want to add any new features, okay, these people like their work is kind of R&D, okay, and
Yeah.
gathering the new features basically, right?
Yeah.
So simply what they do is like they try to add a business value to existing project or an application. Okay. They will
Okay.
just check with the like what like how other applications or our competitors are behaving in the market. So what we can do, what we can enhance so that like we can attract, I mean we can generate more revenue from our business like that. Okay, the best example is like previously if we consider any Myntra application or Amazon application, there is no kind of like AI rate, yes or no, but if you try to shop in Myntra as of now, if you purchase any of the like either if you purchase like shoe, it will suggest for the combination of pant and shirt along with some other accessories, correct? In
Yes.
the same way,
Yes.
if you go for only a shirt, it will give suggestion for the pant as well as some other accessories. Getting?
Yes.
So
Yes.
previously it was not there, but later they added this feature into the that respective application. In the same way, these business analysts, okay, there will be many business analysts to one application. Okay, depends on different teams basically. Okay.
Okay.
So for every team, okay, there will be a couple of business analysts and they will be doing the research and they will be getting the features. Okay. Once they
Yeah.
get these features, I mean, once they list out, okay, these are the features to be added to our application, they will discuss with the architects and leads
Okay.
basically. Okay. And what does this architect will do? He will design, okay, the high level design, how to implement this respective feature into our application. Okay.
Okay.
That is called as high level design. After that, once this high level design is done, there will be involvement of leads and they will analyze like how much time. Okay, for example, let's consider, okay, we want to add one more, a new feature called add to cart functionality. Okay, or like wish
Yeah.
list functionality, let's consider. Okay, wish list. So if I want to add a wish list functionality, what should be there? Whenever a user logins, okay, he can choose a product and he can click on that wishlist button. So automatically it will shown into that. Okay, it will be moved into the wishlist. So later they can view, correct? So in the
Yes.
back end, what happens for every user? Okay, we need to store one wishlist table. Inside this wishlist table, like we need to map with that respective product ID as well as
Mm.
user ID. Okay, which user has marked it. Okay, accordingly only we can pull and we can show in the front end. Okay, so for
Yes.
this first we will do like high level design. So in application level, what we need to do. Okay, in database level, what we need to do. Okay, how to do the transaction and all the stuff. Who architect will decide. So after doing that architect, okay, like there are some existing code only we have to use, right, to do some
Yeah.
manipulations to the existing code. So these leads will decide, okay, like how much efforts it's required, basically, how many developers are
Okay.
required or how much efforts is required, right?
Yeah.
So based on that, these features will be converted into stories, okay,
Okay. Yeah.
which we'll call as Jira stories basically. In agile methodology, as of now, most of the companies are working in agile methodology. That is like simultaneously all works will happen. Simultaneous testing will happen simultaneously. Backend development will happen. Front end development will happen. DevOps team also they will get ready. Okay, like for uh, the next releases. So usually what happens in the Jira is they will have some fixed time. And for example, this respective feature has to be delivered by December, let's say. Okay,
Yeah.
they will give some
Yeah.
time, 6 months time or some 3 months time, depends. Okay, so by the 6 months, every team member, like a front-end developer, back-end developer, tester, DevOps, everyone will be get ready with the changes. Okay, all the things. Okay, further, the feature will be converted to the Jira stories, and the stories will be converted into small, small tasks. Okay,
Okay.
and these respective tasks or stories will be assigned to every developer. Is that
Yeah.
clear till here?
Yes.
So, uh, just give me a minute. Hmm. So, till here clear?
Yeah.
Then what happens is like, for example, in our application, we are having front end team, let's consider, and also we are having some back end team. Okay.
Yeah.
Now in front end, there will be different, right? One lead will be there, and under the lead, there will be some developers, developer one, developer two, developer three, let's consider. Okay. And for the back end also, there will be one lead, under the lead, like we'll be having developer one, developer two, developer three, developer four, depends. Okay. Now, what happens is all the developers, for example, let's consider for the backend team. Okay. Now, usually what is the thing is whatever the code changes are done. Okay, we need to maintain that respective code changes, right? For example, every developer will be working in their laptop basically, or in their machine we call.
Yeah.
Okay. So after that, once they do the work, it has to be maintained in one place, right? Correct. So it can be accessible to every other developer. These the place where the entire code is stored is called as like a version control tool, basically.
Okay.
Okay, version control
Right.
tool. So one of the version control tool is most usually is Git. Okay, and apart from
Yeah.
Git, like Bharat, do we have any other tools? Means yes, we do have like Tortoise SVN is there. Then after like we have Bitbucket. It is also similar to Git. Then after GitLab. Okay, all these are kind of same. Okay, like it is like we are having for example, it's a Zoom is having to do voice conferences. In the same way we do have Google Meet, right? Like they are
Yeah.
different tools. In the same way for version controlling we are having these many tools and many others, but the most popular one is usually is Git
Good.
usual. Okay, or GitHub we can consider, both are same. Git and GitHub are both are same. Okay, so Bharat, what we do from here is, so whenever we are having any of our tickets or is completed, then we will be storing in this Git basically. Git we will call as Git repos.
Okay.
Here the complete source code will be available. Okay, understood?
Yes.
So now what happens is simultaneously like there in the same application, okay, within one application, developer one has worked on one task. Developer two is worked on some other task. Developer three is worked on some other task, and developer four worked on other task. Okay. Now what they do, like these code has to be maintained, right? So what they will do is from this local machine, they will connect to this repository and they will push this code. One person will push the code. Okay.
Okay.
Once he pushes the code, another developer, what it will do, he will get the same code by using pull action. So with to this
Okay.
developer, what happens? He can have the access to the code which is delivered by the developer one. Now again, what he do, he will push the code to that repository. So other
Yeah.
developers can also have that. Okay, this
Yes.
operation basically we'll call as storing into the repo is called as push operation. Okay, and accessing or like fetching from the repository is called as pull operation. Okay. So we
Yeah.
will be having different branches. For example, like in Git, basically like we manage with the branches. Okay. So the main important thing is like we'll be having the main branch, which is used for the production release basically. The code which is available in the main branch, only that respective code is goes for the release or production.
Okay.
Okay. And under
Yeah.
these, like we will be having some develop branch will be there. Okay, and from this develop branch, what they will do, every developer depends on the task with the help of that respective task name. They will create, okay, task and that respective task ID. They will create one story and they will get the code from the develop branch. Okay, and they will work, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Developer to developer to developer, all the things. Okay, developer will push
Yeah.
the code into this respective thing. Once everything is completed, what he will do, he will merge the code to this develop branch. Okay,
Okay.
like this, all the developers will be doing. Once everything is tested and everything is good, then this develop branch is merged to main branch. And from main branch, the code will be taken to release with the help of some CI/CD tools. Next comes CI/CD, which is called as
Yeah.
continuous integration and continuous delivery. Okay, for that we will be using Jenkins. Okay, recently like we got some other tools like Harness. Okay, and some other like deployment tools like we'll be using Docker internally and Kubernetes to deploy into the production. Okay, that is completely
Okay.
DevOps part.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
developer, what he will do from features, okay, from feature, it will
Features.
be converted into the stories. Okay,
Stories.
from where the developer here itself, the developer will ask any questions. For example, if you have any questions to implement, for example, you will expect, right, what are the scenarios? Okay, all that questions you will get clarified here itself, which we call as grooming sessions basically. Okay,
Okay.
we'll be
Yeah.
having kind of grooming sessions. In grooming sessions
Yes.
only, these stories will be discussed, and while discussing these stories, they will clear all the doubts. The developer will clear all his or her
All that.
doubts. Okay, how to implement? Okay, like what are the scenarios? Or what if you do this way? Why it should be done only this way like that? You will give some inputs, or
Yes.
else if you are has any questions, they will get clarified. Okay, so once grooming session is done, then that respective story will be taken to sprint. Basically, what is the sprint? Sprint is called as a fixed timeline. Okay, maybe 2 weeks time period of time, or like 4 weeks period of time. Okay, depends on the organization. They will maintain this. That is called as a sprint.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is like just working days, consider number of working days. Okay. That is called a sprint. That respective story will be taken into the sprint and the developer will start working on it. So once the development is done, he will push the code to the like develop branch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happens? First, the developer will get the existing code. For example, we are having main branch, let's say, coming to Git part. Then after we are having develop branch. Okay, from develop
Yeah.
branch, that respective developer will be creating one more branch called like story specific or task specific. Okay,
Yeah.
like the to story ID one, and on this with this branch, like he will pull to the local machine. Consider this is worked by the developer one.
Yeah.
Okay, so into the machine, like he will clone the code. I mean, he will get the code.
Yes.
Okay, he
Yes.
will establish the connection to that respective repository and will get the clone. Sorry, he will clone the code to his local machine and he will do all the changes. What are the changes required for this to implement this story one? And once what he will do, which is called as local testing.
Okay.
I mean, here validation will be done. Local testing, basically. So once this local testing is done, then what happens? That respective code is working fine in his local machine, right? Then it has to go to, then only he can push all the changes to this branch, story branch,
Okay.
which is called as
Okay.
push operation.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
once it is
So
pushed,
Git will
what?
not say if we have any errors and all in the code.
No, no, it won't tell. It's not the
Okay.
Git responsibility. Okay, Git responsibility is only to store the code. That's it.
Store.
Apart from that,
Okay.
nothing it will do. Recently, like using some AI agents, it is giving suggestions. That is different. But the purpose
Okay.
of the Git is it's used to only store the code. That's it. Source code.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
what happens, like once the code is pushed into the story, there is a concept called PR. We will call as peer review. Okay, PR means, for
Okay.
example, developer one has worked on this. Let's say Mrinalai has worked. Now,
Yeah.
someone has to validate that code, right? Whether it is correct or not. Yes
Yes.
or no? So maybe
Yeah.
leads. Okay, let's say Manasa is the lead. Okay, for an instance. So what she will do, she will validate the code. What are the changes you have written, that is correct or not? If any changes are
Yeah.
required, for example, if you're not following some of the standards, then they will give the PR comments. We'll call as PR comments.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
so based on that comments, again, what you will do, you will do the changes and again you will push the code to this branch. Okay, story
Okay.
branch. For,
Yeah.
if everything is fixed, then after a PR will be merged. So now what happens? Whatever the changes there in the story, it will be completely available in this develop branch.
Yeah.
Understood? So what
Yes.
other developer will do if the respective changes are required, then they will pull, which is called as pull operation. Your changes into their mission, some developer to mission.
Yeah.
Understood? This is
Yes.
whatever you are doing, that is called as push operation, and whatever developer is getting, that is called as pull operation. And whenever,
Okay.
like sometimes like we need to merge this, right? We'll call as merge operations. Branching,
Yeah.
like whenever we are having two branches, merging the two branches. Okay, so that the
Okay.
code will be moved to that branch also. Okay.
Yes.
So these are the couple of important operations we will be working. So in that, first you need to understand how to get the code from the repository. For example, we are having repository. Git
Yeah.
repository, that means from Git
Yes.
repository, how to get that respective code into your local machine. This is the first task. Okay.
Yes.
This step is called as cloning. What it is?
Okay.
Cloning.
Cloning.
For example, for your repository, we will be having one URL. Okay. So first what you need to do is prerequisite for these operations is you need to install the Git bash in
Yeah.
your local machine.
Yes.
Okay. So once you install this Git bash, either using Git bash tool or using the command line, okay, command prompt. If it supports by the command line arguments, like you can use the command prompt and you can do some operations. What is that operation? First operation is called as git clone operation. Okay, we need to use a command called git clone.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to go to that respective working directory wherever you want to get that respective code into your, for example, in your machine also there will be different folders, right? C drive folder, D drive
Yes.
folder, like that. Or else if you create some subfolders according to, you need to go to that respective folder and you need to give the command git clone and you need to give the URL. So what happens from this respective gate, it will be cloned to your machine, local machine. Okay, before that
Yeah.
there will be some validations. Basically, you need to do some authentication, like correct valid user or not. With that basic authentication will be done. Okay, by using some username and password. It's a one-time process. Once it is done, every time you can, from your machine, you can access to that respective repository. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So this step is done. Once it is done, what you need to do, if you want to create the new branches, again, you are having two options. One is to create the branch directly from the UI, front-end UI of Git. You can create. I will show how it is. Okay, this is one option. Second option is like we are having a command called, we need to use first, once we clone it, we'll be getting into that local, right? Local laptop, I mean local
Yeah.
machine. Okay,
Yeah.
then after that, what we need to do, you need to change the directory to that respective CD means change directory to that respective folder. Okay, once you do
Yes.
that, you can give command git status. So if you give this command git status, then what it will tell? If you have done any changes, okay, or if any modification has done, then it will cross check with your local and the repository and it will suggest, okay, your branch is behind or like these many codes changes has been done like that. It will give some
Okay.
information for us to get the status
Yeah.
of that respective changes. Okay. Then after, while doing this, it will give current branch also, branch information on which branch we are currently there. Then after you can give a command called git checkout to create a new branch. You can use git checkout -b, then after branch name. For example, let's say story 123. I will use my branch name as story 123. So it will create a new branch and it will check out to that. For example, you're already having existing branches. If you want to change the branch, then directly you need to use git checkout and branch name. Okay. Once you do this, the immediate operation, what you need to do is you need to pull the code. Okay. For that, you need to give git pull origin from which branch you need to get the code. You need
Yeah.
to give the base branch name. Okay,
Yeah.
here. So code will be come to your current branch. Then after that, you need to do the changes. Once you do the changes, you need to give one commit, sorry, a command that is git commit.
Yeah.
Git commit means, for example, how Git works means like this is the central repository basically that is hosted, which is on cloud, official
Yeah.
Git cloud. Okay. Then in
Okay.
your machine also, whenever you download any Git bash, a local repository will be created.
Okay.
Okay. This is your laptop specific repository. Okay. This is central repository. This is local repository. Commit means you are doing the changes. So
Yes.
then it will identify is there any sync, is there any changes between these two or not? Okay. Understood?
Yeah.
So once you do git commit, then after we'll be using -m. -m means with message, whatever, like story 1 2 3 has been implemented. Then it will move to this local repository. From local repository, you can give command called git push origin, whatever your branch name, that respective branch name, which branch you want to push. Code.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Okay.
after, like once it is done, the code will be now pushed to that respective branch. Okay, inside this central repository itself, you will be having main branch and you will be having story specific branch. Now your complete code is available in this respective story branch. From here, you need to
Yeah.
push to the main branch. For that only will be raising the PR. Okay, just it is all for your idea. Okay.
Yeah.
But as of now, don't worry much. Whenever you map it to the project, by that time you will be using all this stuff. But you should know, right,
Okay.
how exactly happens. That is the reason I'm telling all
Yes.
this. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go to Git and I will explain and I'll show them. Okay, all these things, whatever we discussed. Yeah. So this is like my Git. Okay, currently.
Yeah.
Why still it's not authenticated? These are all basically repositories. Okay, for every repository, you will be having one URL. Okay, if you click on that respective one, okay, repository name, you will get this code option. If you click on this drop down, then you will get the URL. Okay, so once you copy this URL and you need to go to your local machine and you need to give command git clone. Okay,
Yeah.
uh, let's say, think organizations. Some suggestions. Use repository. Yeah. So your code is available in this repository. Okay, that is Manoli-Java.
Yeah.
Done. So if you see last week I committed. So I think last commit is interface record and enum. After that we didn't have any sessions, right?
Yeah.
So if I go in my local, so if I want to clone it back, I think it's already there. So let me. folder. Let me create some dummy folder. Okay.
Yeah.
Then after open this folder, and inside this folder, I want to get the code. Okay. So what I will
Yeah.
do is from here, I will open the command prompt. Okay. Then after I will give one command git clone. Okay. Then after that respective URL.
Yeah.
So if you see here, like it is giving cloning into Java. So what happens with this command is whatever the code available in the repository, that respective code will be now fetched and created on respective folders in your local machine. Now, if you open this
Okay.
respective one, you can see Java. In this, you
Yeah.
can see .git. Okay, this .git will be having the configuration to if you done any changes. Okay, all that stuff. Then
Yeah.
after, if you open this basic Java, this is where all we are having all our code basically.
Yes.
Okay, it is similar to our project structure.
Yeah.
Understood? Now, if
Yes.
I want to know the status of existing Git, then what I can do is I can just open this one and I can give cmd. I can give command as git status. So it is what it is telling. It is telling currently it is on the branch master. Okay.
Okay.
So now what shall we do? If you want to create any branches, we can click on this branch in the UI. Okay, two options are there. Either you can create branch from UI or you can use the commands. So as of now, to make it easy, I will just tell you with the help of these branches. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will give us some mm, demo branch. Git demo. Create new branch. So it will create the branch. If to make this respective branch available in your local, then what you need to do is you can give one command called git branch hyphen on. So it will give all the list of branches which are available. Mm,
Yeah.
git branch hyphen on. So we are having one is master. Okay. Then after let me do okay. Now I made changes in the repository, right? Correct. But that change
Yes.
is not reflecting in my local machine, local repository, which I shown you earlier. To reflect that, what we need to do is we need to use one more command called git fetch.
Okay.
You can use origin. Okay. Now what happens once I given
Mhm.
this command git fetch, it is telling a new branch has been created. Now it is reflecting in our local also. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
again, if I give the command git branch hyphen all, this time it will give information of that new branch as well. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Previously, it was not there because our local repository and that sent official Git repository is not in sync, that cloud. Okay. Whenever I
Yes.
give this command git fetch origin, then that both came in the sync. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Now, if I want to change the branch, what I can do, I can use the command git checkout that respective branch name. What is our branch name? It is git hyphen demo hyphen branch, right?
Yes.
So our branch will be secure. Then after that, what you can do from here, you can open the Eclipse and you can do your work and you can do the changes. Once you do the changes, for example, let me reopen that. As of now, it is different. So cloning is understood. You understood the cloning part, right? Till here.
Yes.
So
Yes.
now what
Yes.
I will do is let me delete this because it's not required as of now. So with this, you understood how to create a branch and how to check out that respective branch in the local. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will just delete it. Okay, okay, command prompt is open. Let it be. I will delete it later. So currently, let's do some changes. Okay.
Yeah.
in our existing things. So what shall we do? To sometime it's not responding. So this is where, I mean, in this respective folder, that is Java demos, I just integrated that respective Git and I mean central repository and my local. Okay,
Yeah.
right? So whatever the thing which we have done Git clone, that's already done actually. Okay.
Yes.
Or else like Bharat, from your local itself, if you want to do some changes, then later if you want to push means, then there is different approach. Like first you need to do all the changes. Then from that respective folder, you need to initialize a empty repository by using git init command. Okay.
Okay.
So it will
Yeah.
create an empty repository, local repository to sync that local repository to that, I mean, Git cloud repository. What you need to do is you need to use one command called git remote add origin.
Okay.
Okay, like I don't know,
Yeah.
like if you're getting it or not. So I mean, previously what we done, first we made the changes in the repository, cloud repository. That changes
Yes.
to get into the local machine, we use what command? Git clone command. Okay, to get
Yes.
that code.
Sure.
But this is
Yes.
different. What? First we did the changes in our local machine. Now these changes has to be synced with the
Cloud
Git respect
repository.
cloud repository. So first what we need to do, okay, first we need to create in local for this respective whatever the project we made some changes, that respective changes has to be get synced. So we need to create one
Right.
local Git repository. For that we need to use command called git init. Okay,
Yes.
it
Yeah.
will which will create an empty repository in your local machine. So after this, what we need to do, we need to get synced, right? So to get
Yes.
synced, we need to use one more command called git remote add origin. Add origin. Then that
Right.
respect to whatever the repository you create here, you will be getting one URL, right? Previously I shown. If you click on this code drop down, under that you
Yeah.
will be getting the URL. Okay, you need to give that respective URL here. Then what happens? Now these two will be get in synced. Then after that, you need to use command called git add dot, like change whatever the files got changed, just add all that files into that local. Then after do commit, git commit. The same steps
Yes.
from here. Okay, I will show you all these things. This is first we created the branch. Okay, from that we need to clone. Okay,
Yeah.
here whatever the local changes are there, from local changes you need to push into the cloud. That for that we need to
Yes.
use this git init and git remote add origin. If you're already having, you will directly using git clone. So most of the times in the real life scenario, we will be using this git clone because already projects will be created for us, right? We will be doing some optimizations or changes. Then mostly we'll be using this approach itself, git clone. Okay,
Yeah.
right. So now we did some changes. Okay, as of now, I'm not sure like whether if we have any changes or not. Let me check the status first. Okay, CMD. If I check the status, git status. So you can see as like there are a couple of files. One is basic Java. In this folder, we are having source file record.demo. There is one modification. Okay,
Yeah.
it is giving the status. In the same way, for example, if I create a new file for an instance for dummy, mm, new class git demo dummy class. Okay. Now what happens in my local machine? One .java file got created, right?
Yes.
Yes or no? One .java file created. It is completely a new file. So if you again go and check the status, now what it will tell? There is one modifications and also one new class. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Untracked files. So to
Yes.
track this, okay, or like from stage to unstaged to do this, what we need to do is we need to use one command called git add dot.
Okay.
Now local repository can access that. Okay, that changes
Yeah.
will be known to local repository. Okay.
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
after what are the changes we have done to move to the, I mean to push to the local repository, we need to give command git commit -m with message git intro. Okay.
Yeah.
Then what happens with this command? As I said you previously, we are so we add one is our Git official repository. Okay, that is on cloud git.com. Next one
Yeah.
is with commit. If in my local machine itself, there will be one local repository. Okay, with commit, all these changes will be moved to this respective one. Okay,
Yeah.
from a local folder to Git folder basically. This is my local folder where my code is there. From that local folder to local Git repository, I did the changes now. Git commitments. Okay.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
from this local repository, I need to push to the official Git, I mean Git cloud. Okay, git.com. Understood? So
Yeah.
for that, what we can do is like we can use one more command called git push origin. Currently, we need to also check on which branch it is there, right? On branch master. So I can
Master.
push git push origin master. So my complete code will be pushed over there. Okay, it is pushed. Now, if you go check in that repository, you can see one more commit.
Git demo.
Mm, yeah, you can see one more new commit with git demos. Yeah, git intro is there, right? So
Yeah.
with this respect to git intro, what you can see, what are the changes we have done? Okay, what is the change? Git demo, this file has been added, and there are one additional lines which is done to the record demo. These are the two files which got changed with this commit.
Yes.
Understood?
Yes.
Now, what is
Yeah.
the next step? Once we get that, okay, as of now, directly I'm working on the main branch. That is very, very bad practice. Okay.
Okay.
So in like real time, what happens? We will be having multiple branches. Okay.
Yeah.
What are that multiple branches? First, when you go to these branches, one master will be there for sure. Then after one develop branch will be there.
Yes.
Okay. So whenever you do any changes, you will be working with this respective develop branch itself. You will get clone. Okay. You will just clone the code from the develop branch. From develop branch, you will work with the story branches. Okay.
Yes.
Uh, right. Now what I will do is first I will do git fetch. Sorry, my bad. Git fetch. So it will fetch all the branches. Now what can I see? I can see two branches. One is develop branch and another one is
Developer.
git demo branch. Okay. So
Yes.
what I will do, I will check out to git checkout. Hmm, what is that branch name? Git hyphen demo hyphen branch.
Branch.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
my branch is got switched. Okay. Done.
Yes.
Now what I
Yeah.
will do in my local, whatever the changes I do. Okay. For example, just give some time. Yeah. So now what I will do is let's do some changes. You okay, does not exist. Why? Okay, right. Now what it is telling, it is telling that respective file is not available. Okay, git demo.
Yeah.
Okay, why? Because we created the branch, right? Git demo branch. Okay. After that, we have pushed the changes to master branch. Correct?
Yeah. Yes.
But this git demo branch is created earlier. That code is not in sync. Correct?
Yes.
Understood?
Yeah. Yeah.
So to get sync that what we need to do is we need to use one command called git pull origin master or git pull
Okay.
origin develop basically git pull
Good.
origin develop. Now
Master.
what happens? Whatever the code available in develop branch, that respective code will be merged to your respective branch. That is this git demo branch. Okay, pull
Yeah.
operation.
Yes.
Clear? So I will
Yes.
just show you pictorially what happened here. So we are having local repository, that is, sorry, cloud repository Git, okay,
Yes.
git.com. In this, we are having three branches basically. What is that? One is master branch, which is used for release. Okay, so I created one develop branch. Okay, and we are also having one more branch that is, what do we call it? Mm,
Git demo,
Git
demo
demo,
dot
yeah,
branch.
Git demo hyphen branch, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
from where we created Git demo hyphen branch, from master we created. Okay, so
Master.
whatever the
Yeah.
code available in the master branch, that is there in this Git demo
Git.
branch. Okay.
Yes.
Then after we had develop branch.
Yeah.
Okay, which we created from the this one. Now this develop branch, we did some changes earlier. If you see, okay,
Yes.
and we have committed, correct,
Yeah.
to the master branch.
Yes.
But till now we haven't we pushed the code. Okay, so the code
Yes.
went to the master branch. Now what happens?
Yes.
That code is not available in this Git develop branch, right?
Git.
Yes or
Yeah.
no?
Yes.
Right? So after push only, we created this develop branch. So
Yes.
from where we created this develop branch? From master branch. So now
Yes.
these master branch and develop branch are both are in sync because I created this develop branch from the master branch.
From master.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this code is not in sync. Now what I did, I just pulled the code from the develop branch and merged it to this respective branch.
But yes.
Okay. Now what happened? Whatever the code available in the develop branch, the same code is now reflecting in this git hyphen demo hyphen branch as well. Okay.
Yes.
That is what
Yes.
we did by using this pull command. Okay. Git pull origin develop. Understood?
Yes.
So now if you go to that Eclipse and if you search for that respective, it should be there. Let me refresh. Load from the, where is the refresh option? Yeah, refresh. Hmm. It should be there. Git pull origin develop, current branch develop, fetch head or local changes to be do redundant merge dot metadata. Okay, aborting. Okay, the merge is not successful. So what I will do is git status. So these are the couple of changes. Add git dash. Let's do. Yeah, right. So now let's do freshly. Forget about all this stuff. Okay, some issues may happen. Like we need to do merge conflicts now. That is some other different topic. Okay, let's not make it complex. Simply what I do is instead of this, whatever the previously we created this git demo is there, right? I will delete that
Yes.
respective branch and I will create new branch. Okay,
Okay.
so let me go there. Clear all. So delete the branch. Sorry, restore. Delete branch. Now deleted. So this branch will not be there for us from now. Okay. If I go git branch hyphen all, mm, git fetch. Yeah. So this is available in my local, but it's not there in the, I mean, in local repository is there, but in a remote origin, it is not there. Okay, it is deleted.
Yes.
So what I will do is now if I check the status, currently it is on git demo branch. Okay. So let's check out the branch first. How to check out? Git check out develop. Local changes. It's message slash. Okay. Then after git check out develop. So my git is changed to develop branch now. Okay. So
Yes.
if I give the command git status, it should give us develop on branch develop. Okay.
Okay.
Now
Yeah.
from develop branch, I will create one more branch. To create that, we need to use git checkout hyphen b branch name as like story or feature like some. Then after our team name will be there. Let's
Yeah.
say git hyphen dem usage dem. So I created branch. Now it is switched to new branch. Okay.
Yes.
So what shall we do in this respective branch? Let's create some changes. Let's go, let's refresh it. Yeah. Now from develop, we created one more branch, right? So in develop, this
Yes.
code is available. Again, we got that changes. Okay. Now what shall we do? Let's do some changes. This out. Uh, just making changes to CV to city operations. And now I made some changes to the file, correct? Existing file.
Yes.
So now if you go see here, you can give command as git status. It will give as modified and it will create one .java file. And with respect to every change, it created one .class file. Okay.
Yeah.
So now what shall we do? We need to do the changes. For that, we can use one command called git add dot. Okay.
Yes.
You need to use this command git add dot. So that respective will be absorbed by the git now, git local repository. Okay. They can be get tracked
Yes.
basically. Then after that, we
Yes.
need to give one command git commit -m git demo working. Done.
Yes.
So these changes will be pushed to local repository now. From local repository, we need to push to the branch that is cloud. So for that, what you need to do? Git push origin. What is our branch name? Our branch name is
Master. Okay.
stories.
The
No, no, no. Story
story.
slash
Git.
story slash git hyphen
Git
usage
use.
hyphen demo. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So now the code will be pushed successfully.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, the code is pushed successfully. So if you go check, it should be there now. Hyphen Java. In this, if you go to respective branches, that is story.
Yes.
In this, you can see one more commit that git demo working. Okay. And if you see
Yeah.
that commits here, like you can see git demo working. And what are the changes? Okay, ignore these. Actually, it should be added to the .ignore file, but I missed that. Okay, if you
Okay.
see here, we made two lines of changes, actual changes. What is that? In the line number 6, we removed that comments and we added this sysout.println, just making the changes. Okay,
Yeah.
now what I have to do, I need to make sure the PR has to be raised, right? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
So for that, what we can do is you can go here. There is option called pull request. Yeah. Can you see this pull request?
Yes.
You need to click on that pull request. Then you need to raise new pull request. From which branch to which branch you want to do? From develop branch. From my story.git usage demo, I made the changes. These changes has to be now pushed to develop branch basically. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So we'll create the pull request. Once we
Yeah.
create the pull request, like by giving some commit and as well as some description. Okay. Then that respective pull request will be available. Okay, so what we'll
Yeah.
do, we will just give this URL, pull request URL to some leads basically. Then what they will do,
Okay.
they will just open this respective thing and they will do check, cross check whether what are the changes are done, are they correct or not. Now what happened,
Okay.
these changes should not be there. Dot metadata, dot log.
No.
This is
Yeah.
basically added by the Eclipse actually, which is not relevant to
Okay.
project. So what I will do suggestion, I will just review like comment. And after I will add a comment here. Delete this file.
Okay.
Delete this file by updating the get ignore. Okay, like this. Some valid comments I will give.
Okay.
Now these comments should be resolved by the developer again. Okay.
Okay.
What they will do,
Yeah.
just they will do locally. They will go. What should not be there? In this, we should not have dot metadata basically. Correct.
Yes.
So let's
Yes.
delete this. But it will be used by Eclipse basically, so it's not getting deleted. Okay, in the got dot
Okay.
ignore file, we need to add that. Okay,
Okay.
to skip the dot metadata like that. Now after that, what we will do again, we need to do some changes and we need to commit. Once we do the commit, then what happens? This PR will be get updated. Okay,
Yes.
so once it
Yes.
is done, what we can do is like once review is done. Okay, then submit general feedback. Okay. we need to just go down. You can see as some merge option. Can you see this merge pull request?
Yes.
It will give some suggestions for us, like no conflicts with base branch. Directly you can commit like that. Okay, if there are
Yes.
some changes, okay, in main branch there are some changes, but in your local branch it is not there, then it will tell this branch is behind some changes. Then first
Okay.
do update the changes, then after merge it like that. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
we need to pull, then after again we need to recommit like that. All the things we need to do. So I can just squash and I can merge the changes. Okay, squash and merge. So it will delete the respective branch and it will create a new commit and it will merge to the develop branch now. Okay.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
this, for example, Manasa is also working. She will also create her working branch. Okay, and she will merge to the develop branch. Okay.
Yeah.
You also
Yeah.
merged, Bharat also merged. Now all the code will be available in the develop branch. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So whenever we have the release for every after every sprint or after every feature is completed, then they will manage the releases. For example, if you see apps, okay, maybe for 3 months or 6 months, you will get updates, right? New updates are
Updates. Yeah.
available, new updates are available. This is what,
Yeah.
okay, they will launch the new releases. Now to
Okay.
for release, okay, they will use only master branch code, not the developer branch
Yes.
code. So again,
Yes.
what we need to do, we need to merge these two
But
things,
yes.
developer branch with pull request.
Master
Yeah,
branch.
correct. No pull request. That is master and it should be merged with develop branch. Now develop branch is having one change, that is git working demo, which we added this sysout statement, which is not available in the main branch now. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
So create pull request. This pull request will be get created once after PR is raised, then the leads will check, okay, whether everything is good or not. If everything is good, then they will merge the code. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So let's do that. This is what will happen in the like usual
Back end.
development process. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So as of now, like maybe in the interview, it might not be asked for you, but you need to able to tell what is Git means. Okay. The Git is
Yeah.
the place where complete source code will be managed.
Okay.
Okay. And for this
Yeah.
Git also, I can create private repositories. I can give access to only few members. For example, not every member can be having the merge access. Only few people I
Okay.
can give that authentication and authorization basically. Okay. That is completely
Yes.
different part.
Yes.
But Git means it is the place where we manage all our source code.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are the main operations? First, creating a new branches and checking out to the respective branches. Okay, doing the local
Yes.
changes and committing to your feature branch. And from feature branch, you need to able to raise the PR to the develop branch. These are the
Yeah.
things you need to keep in mind. Okay, for that,
Yes.
mainly what we'll do pull operation and push operation.
Post
Pull and push.
operation.
Okay,
Yeah.
and whatever this merging is there, that is called as merge operation. Now you can, this is merge.
Yeah.
Okay, so like it is also called as version controlling basically. Okay, you can
Okay.
ask Bharat why it is called as version controlling means for every release, okay, we can create some tags here, create release tags, and we'll be working on that respective releases. So if something has been created some issues, then what I will do is, so this commit, okay, latest commit might have created some issue. So what I will do, I will again revert the changes and I will redeploy into the production with the old changes, which is successful, like that.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
by using this commit IDs only, we'll manage that. You can see all the changes from the beginning. Okay, like this, if I
Yes.
go to some my local there are my working repositories. Whenever I get some time, like I will push the code basically.
Yeah.
So if you go here, we are having 4 repositories. Inside these 4 repositories, like I just practice it this Jenkins shared lab. Okay, like Jenkins. Okay, if you
Yeah.
see, I have 66 commits here.
Yeah.
Okay, like that, every developer will be doing that commits. So based on that commit, like we can work. Okay, this is the initial commit. Understood? Based on these
Yes.
commits only, we'll be using in the production, I mean, releases, these commit IDs.
Yeah.
Okay. That is the
Yeah.
reason it is called as version controlling. For every
Okay.
release, we can manage that, all the things. Done?
Yes. Yes.
So any questions in this Git tool?
No.
So the important thing is you need to remember basically how to create a branch, how to check out a branch, how to do the changes, and how to push to the local changes to the respective branch, and how to pull the changes and how to merge the changes. Okay.
Yes.
After this
Yes.
session, like maybe in offline, you just try to clone that repository so every code will be available to you as well. Whatever the
Okay.
changes, I push you to that. you can also have, and later you can also do some changes. I mean, practice problems, and you can push into that perspective. So I can also pull and cross check later. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
right. So are we good with this Git then?
Yes. Yes.
Cool. So